Hey everybody, and welcome back to another new and noteworthy mod review. Today we're going to take a look at extended tabbing. This mod can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub, and it is available for PC only. But before we get into extended tabbing, this video is brought to you by Raznak. Thank you for being a farm parent. Now, extended tabbing, I think, may be kind of the secret sauce to some players' tabbing woes. So before I go into kind of describing how I think this might help out certain players, let's talk about this start screen we have down here in the bottom center. It says extended tabbing, vehicles list, new initialized. The list of in-game vehicles has changed, therefore not all slots for direct tabbing could be restored. Assign slots for direct tabbing, and it says slot 1, 2, and 3. Now, this is the first time I have loaded up this particular save game with extended tabbing. So I suspect you're going to see that, obviously, when you load up for the very first time. But I suspect you will also see this anytime you sell a vehicle that maybe was previously assigned to one of the 3 kind of hot tab slots. So let's try to talk a little bit about maybe how this might be useful to the players and what type of player this might be most useful for. So we do have several vehicles set up here on the map. So we've got a New Holland T6, we've got a Harvester, and we've got an Optum 270, Puma 240, a Maxim CVX, and we have a T7, and we have a Big M, and we're back to the train. So I think this is going to suit players that have a lot of vehicles and powered machinery. Your tab list is pretty long, and I know I've done this before. I've tabbed around to find what I want to be in. I've then missed it. I hit tab again before I realized, oh, I'm in what I want to be in. And then I got to tab all the way around again and try not to miss it a second time around. What this does is lets you pick exactly what you're going to be tabbing into, regardless of order. And it also lets you save 3 tabbing save slots, kind of a quick tab to one of those 3 particular slots. Now, how does it work? So if we take a look at the description, it says to activate extended tabbing, we use right control and tab. So if we push right control on our keyboard, hit tab. Okay, now we see here on our screen, it basically says the T6 125 is 21.3 meters away. Now, with this function enabled, we can use the N key to cycle through our tabbing list. And we can see the distances are changing as we are tabbing around. So we have a general idea of how far or how close they are to us. Now, the description says we can also use P to basically go backwards. But when I hit P, obviously it brings up the store. So your mileage may vary based on your key assignments. Now this also says you can hit left control, left alt, and tab to instantly tab to the nearest vehicle. Let's try this. Doesn't really work. Left control, left alt, and then tab. Okay, you can't see it because I am capturing the game screen, but you know what alt tab does? And I'm pushing alt tab with control. Windows is ignoring the control, and it's giving me the option to tab around to various windows. So this may be because I play in windowed full screen mode. Maybe it behaves differently if you are in regular full screen mode, but it doesn't work for me. But again, you can change the key bindings. Okay, but still, this mod is pretty functional with a few of those little quirks. So we're going to hit in, and we're going to want to jump to the harvester, just right in front of us. If we push right Control and Tab again, we've now jumped to the harvester. So right Control, Tab, and then we can in. Let's jump up to the big X, right Control, Tab, and now I'm up to the big X. Right Control, Tab again to enable it. Now, let's talk about these 3 save slots. This took me a little bit of time to figure out myself. You can only assign the 3 save slots when you have this mod activated, right Control Tab, basically. So you can see it has big X 1180. We're going to hit left Alt and the number 1, and we're going to assign that slot to the big X. So again, right Control Tab to bring up that. We're going to hit in. Now I want to make this. I want to make this save slot 2. Okay, so right, if we just hit left Alt and 2, okay, nothing happens because we have to have the right Alt Tab. We have to have that language up, and then left Alt 2, and now we've assigned save slot 2 to our other harvester, and then we can do in, and maybe I want to assign the 3rd slot to my spray tractor. So let's jump over to that. Left Alt Tab. Sorry, right Alt Tab. Sorry, right Control Tab. Okay. Then we go left Alt 3. And now we have assigned basically. There we go. Now we have assigned all of our 3 kind of hotspot tabs. Now if we just do left Alt 1, it takes us to the big X. Left Alt 2, the Massey Ferguson. Left Alt 3, the New Holland. So that is pretty interesting, to say the least. Now, maybe you want to clean up your F1 menu. You can do left Control, left Shift, Tab, and it will basically hide what is assigned to the left Alt 1, 2, and 3. And then just bring that back up. Left Control, left Shift, Tab to bring that list back up. That's pretty much it. Now you can go in here to your key bindings and change these however you should so wish. I typically do not change key bindings because I like to leave things default when I'm demonstrating them and talking about them in streams and in recordings. But you can definitely go here, extended tabbing, to change your activate and execute, change your tab to nearest vehicle. Again, this doesn't work for me because the computer sees Alt Tab is what it sees. So it doesn't work for me. But if we change this key binding to something else, then it will probably work for us. Again, we can't hit P. It wants to bring up the store. So if you change that to something else that isn't already assigned, then it will probably also work for you. So guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please go ahead and toss me a like. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of the extended tabbing mod? Again, this mod can be found over at the farmingsimulator.com website or the in-game mod hub. And since it does involve the use of scripts, it is available for PC only. And until next time, happy farming.